encapsulation. It's a key concept within object programming. It's something you've got to get your heads around, but it is relatively straightforward. I'm just going to demonstrate with a couple of classes here. This is the class that we're going to use. We're going to show encapsulation with this class called MyAccount, and at the moment it's just got one member in it called money. So let's just create MyAccount here. MyAccount. Let's say call it PC. C equals new account. So that'll create a new account, and then we could do PC dot money equals, I don't know, it's payday. PC equals 1,000. Okay. And you can now print that out and so forth. So I'm going to do sout money. Let's call it balance. That's the correct word. Balance equals, and then plus PC dot money. And let's just see. Let's just make sure that runs for a start off. If I hit run, it should actually cough out 1,000. There we are. Balance is 1,000. Trouble with that is that anybody else that comes along and has a look at this particular class, they can mess around with this. So there's nothing stopping somebody from the outside world doing something like this. PC dot money equals minus 1,000. And then if I run this again, doesn't look so healthy. Press that, put that there. That's when things go badly wrong, because that integer of money in that account is available to any other class in the package that's not smart object programming. The idea with object programming is you should encapsulate as much as possible in the class, and you regulate how other objects see the information within the class. So this is not a good way of doing things. So the way you do this is first of all, if I just delete those items there, what you do is you make this private. Private, and now what happens is if I try to see PC dot, can't see it. It's invisible. It's no longer available. You can't see money in there. So if you can't see it, how do you actually get to it? What you do is you use what are called getters and setters, and there is a posh term for getters and setters, accessors and modifiers, something like that. I can't remember the exact term, but there is a couple of posh terms. But everybody else calls them getters and setters. And if I just there's a couple I've cooked up over here before. I'm just going to drop them in. In fact, I'll do them one by one. Here is the getter, just a second, Control C, put that in here, Control V. That will actually get the money out of the account. It says public in to get money. So if I did PC dot, and I could now just get money, and it'll go get the money. There's none in there at the moment, but that's what the getter would. Let me just show you the setter. If I just do the setter like this, let's do, actually let me type it in. If I do public void, we're not going to send anything back, and we'll have set money, something like this, and we can now set money, and we'll give it an int, call it transfer would be reasonable, sphere, and we will then say that money equals transfer. Alright, so that should sort of work. We should be able to set money and then go get the money. So let's have a look here. But let's do PC dot set money, and we'll stick in there 1,000. Don't know why it's put double brackets. And now let's do sout, and let's just, I can't bother typing this in again, so we'll have PC dot get money. So we set money to 1,000, then we can go get money and see it print out. Let's just remove some of these spaces here, so get both of them in the same window there. Let's run this. And there we are. So I set the money to 1,000 and then got the money out. Well, you may be saying, well, why on earth have you bothered doing that? It's it seems a long way around just actually sticking the money in there. Well, the thing is that now you've got a method here. We can put things into that method to control how that money gets transferred. So we could do something like this. Let's put something in here. Let's say if and then in brackets transfer is greater than 0. Do the money transfer. Otherwise, we're not going to do anything. How about something like that? So let's say we run this again with 1,000 going in, should just run fine. And now what about we change this to minus 1,000, run that. Should just come back as 0, something like that. They are come back as 0, so you cannot set less than 0. So that allows us to. This allows us here to capture that amount and do something with it before we put it into money. Let me just show you one other thing, so you might see where this is heading. What about we did transfer equals 0, and we said and password equals. Something like that, and we now feed it something like that, and if we go back up here, we should be able to do ADIN like this, change 1,000, right, we'll change it to, I don't know, 2,000, let's say I've had a really big bonus. Transfer is 0 and password, sorry, just did my equals wrong there. You can Google why you need 2 equals there, not 1 in object-oriented languages. But if we run this now, what we should do is we're handing set money, we're handing the amount of cash, which is here, 2,000, and we're handing it this password of Aladdin. And set money is going to take in the 2,000 into there, it's going to take the password into there, and it's going to check the transfer first to make sure it's 0. It's going to check the password is Aladdin. If it is, then it'll actually transfer that cash to money, and then we should see up here, get money appear. Let's just run that. That works. What about if the password, they give the wrong password, Bill, type that, it should say 0. There we are. So it's a very, very quick overview to encapsulation. You basically hide things like variables and so forth inside your class with private, and then you have these public methods which you then identify with the word public. That's encapsulation in a nutshell. Haha.